My kids couldn't believe it when we got up there to Indiana. They had more snow than we had down here. And it was everybody just running around doing their thing, you know. Just couldn't believe it. When we pull in someplace and see all that snow that's banked up like that, it's because they have snow plows. And they get in there and plow that stuff out.
No, it's being good.
No, I mean, if,
I thought about that about the same way too.
Is there a victim impact or anything like that?
No.
No.
they couldn't shut down with this kind of weather because it's like that all the time.
Every day.
Everyday thing. You know, we traveled up north a couple of different places and we kept seeing Subarus. I said, well, it must be pretty good for up here in this weather. And we Well, it's good. I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but I was very surprised with that all of that.
Alfredo Chavarria. Let's go on the record. This is cause number 200004942 Style State of Texas versus Alfredo Perez Chavarria. Is that you? Is that you, sir? All right. If you'll please raise your right hand. Do solemnly swear to faithfully interpret Spanish to English, from English to Spanish, so if you got it. All right, please lower your hand. Mr. Smitter, do you waive arraignment and reading of the state's indictment?
Yes, we do.
Mr. Chavarria, it's my understanding you cannot read or write the English language. Is that correct? Is that correct? Okay. But you went over everything that you signed with your attorney, interpreting everything. Is that correct? Okay. And so you understood everything after he interpreted for you. And are you a U.S. citizen? You understand you have an absolute right to speak to your consulate before entering into this plea. Are you waiving that right and want to proceed today? And have you gone over the immigration consequences of your plea with your attorney? And you understand that you will be deported. You understand that by this plea? You also understand that you have an absolute right to a trial in this case. But since you're entering into the deal with the state, you're waiving that right. You understood everything you signed?
Sí, entendió todo lo que tenía.
You've been charged by way of indictment with the first-degree felony offense of murder. First-degree felony carries a range of punishment from 5 to 99 or life in the institutional division.
What was the range?
5 to 99 or life.
El castigo sería de 5 años. Yes.
Knowing the range of punishment and what you're charged with, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you doing that on your own free will? Is there a recommendation from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, we are recommending 20 years, and $500 fine. Courthouse.
Is that your understanding of the state's offer? You understand by accepting that offer, you're waiving your right to appeal.
Yes.
You'll have no right of appeal. Do you understand that? Anything from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, this time state would offer the evidence state exhibit number 1, the defendant assignment, non-judicial confession.
No objection.
States want to be made.
And we also asked the court to take the division of city clerk.
Okay.
Court will take judicial notice.
State would rest in court.
Oh, defendant.
Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this case should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
All right, please lower your hand. Mr. Sminner.
Mr. President, I told you today that the prosecutor informed me that the detective told him just now that there were a few more documents that they had provided to us, which is video of people at the gas station buying the gasoline, that kind of thing. Is that correct? And I told you that we had a right to wait and take a look at that discovery if you like, or we could go ahead and go forward with this plea today. Is that correct?
Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and go forward with our plea, knowing that there's a few other documents out there that we haven't seen, but you're okay with that, correct?
Estoy de acuerdo que pues ahora en este caso, aunque no hayan visto ¿usted está de acuerdo con eso? Yes.
You and I have talked about the evidence that we have seen so far, and based on that, including our discussion about accomplices and parties to an offense, that you and I have decided that it's your decision that the best thing to do is to accept this plea. Is that correct? And I told you the minimum amount of time that you would spend in the penitentiary would be 10 years. And the maximum would be 20 years. Is that correct?
Yes.
And I haven't made any promises to you about how much time you'll actually serve. Is that correct? You understand you might actually be there for 20 years or you might be there for 10 years. It's out of our control.
Se entiende que puede estar ahí 10 o puede estar 20 o puede estar 20.
And I explained to you that based on my experience, what I've seen, a person who is convicted of homicide, who has no legal status, will not be allowed to return to the United States. I explained that to you. Is that correct?
Una persona con esos cargos no va a poder volver a entrar a la perspectiva. Yes,
And you knew that before you signed the paperwork and before you accepted this plea, is that correct?
usted sabía, usted sabía de todo eso antes de que firmara y no tuviera ningún problema. Yes.
Is there anything that I haven't done that you want me to do?
Hay algo que él no haya hecho, no haya hecho la pregunta que usted quiere que haga. Everything is good.
That's it.
No question.
Close, not close.
Both sides having rested and closed, I will find the evidence sufficient to find you guilty. Will find you guilty. I'll follow the agreement. Sentence you to 20 years in the institutional vision, along with the $500 fine, along with court costs. Is there any legal reason why sentence should not be pronounced at this time?
No, sir.
Therefore, is the order and judgment of this court, you be taken by the sheriff of this county to an authorized receiving agent for the Texas Department of Corrections, where you shall be confined for a period of 20 years. Your sentence shall begin today. You will get credit for the time so that you have already served. You're off the record. Step right over here to get printed.